Welcome back, fellow beans and beanettes, and today we're gonna be reviewing Modern Warfare 3, and this is gonna be an unbiased review. I do have a love and hate relationship with this game, but I'm gonna be as unbiased as possible, and I'm just gonna give the goods and bads of this game and kind of what I've experienced just from the free weekend because I actually still haven't bought it yet. Um, but yeah, I'm playing the free weekend, just playing the Rust Rust something. I already forgot what the game or the playlist was, but it was Rust something. It's a combination of the new map Meat, Rust, and Shipment. I think it was called Rustment actually. Now that I think about it. Um, let's start off with the gunplay of Modern Warfare 3 and how you know, so far I think it's a good experience. The guns aren't that hard to control. The guns very just have a very buttery smooth feeling. The sound and visuals of the guns actually sound pretty good. Every gun, or at least most of the ARs and LMGs, have a profound, powerful punch type sound, which each shot you put through. The recoil again is not that hard to control. It's definitely a thing, like a challenge to overcome. Getting used to the new weapons of a new game, that's every Call of Duty. You have to, get used to the new guns and how they feel. It's not that hard to control the guns in these games. Very easy, even without attachments. Most of these guns have been very simple to control. Another thing I've noticed, there's not much gun barrel smoke. There's just like Modern Warfare 2, there's a lot of gun barrel smoke. It might be the maps in this game. I'm not necessarily sure. Maybe that's what it is. Just the coloring on the maps or something. Maybe I have a setting that maybe tone down somehow the smoke of the barrel. But so far I haven't noticed much smoke inside of the guns when playing with them. Definitely kind of weird to see my screen again after a whole year of not being able to see from all the gun barrel smoke. But there's definitely no barrel smoke, which is actually pretty nice. I will praise them in the gunplay of the game. So good job, Sledgehammer, in actually doing something pretty good. The movement, I know this is gonna be very controversial, but I think it still feels very clunky. Maybe it's just I need to get used to it type of thing. I know Modern Warfare 2 was probably, if anything, absolutely slower, a little slower than this. But even then, everything else on there felt a little smoother than this game, which is a really weird thing for me to say that Modern Warfare 2 feels smoother than this game here, but it does. It's a really odd feeling going from Modern Warfare 2 to this game. So maybe it's just something I need to get used to, but I definitely don't like the movement. It's very unresponsive, and the game is not very well optimized for PC or something. It doesn't respond to certain clicks. Let's say I want to prone down or slide or something. It'll have like a slight delay. And I know it's not my monitor or PC. I have a pretty good monitor and PC. I have a 3060 Ti, which has been holding on its own, even in Cyberpunk. So, I don't think it has anything to do with my PC or even my keyboard and mouse. Yeah, the game just feels very delayed. I've tried testing out in other games that I have, and nothing else kind of delays in response when I'm playing. That just might be a me thing, though. But the movement definitely doesn't feel as good as it should be. It's like they want to go for a Model for 2019 type feeling, but it's not there yet. Maybe it will take time for them to actually improve that and maybe go to a point where it's a lot smoother. But for me, again, movement just not there yet for me. The Armory Unlock system. That system is, I think, a little odd. It's their new way of having people unlock, lethals, tacticals, attachments. I believe they're called weapon mods. Yes, weapon mods in this game, which the weapon mods make sense. It's kind of like it reminds me of Black Ops 4, but the extra attachments, the mods in Black Ops 4 where you could switch how your gun works. If I remember correctly, the Cordite, I remember now. That was an SMG in Black Ops 4, and it had I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a magazine that just had basically 900 ammo, I think, and you could shoot it, like if you had infinite ammo, but it would eventually heat up and, kind of disable your gun if you let it heat up too much, cool things like that. That's definitely, I think, a good thing they did was add like black market type attachments to the guns. Really cool, but I don't like that they have a basic lethal tacticals weapons behind a daily challenge type thing. I think they should have stuck to the leveling up system, which you get to level 15, you unlock this gun, or you get to level 20, you unlock this gun. I think that's something that should be hidden behind that. It's definitely a tactic for them, I think, to get people to play the game more. It's what it seems like. There is a challenge for get a certain amount of wins, or you get a daily challenge of win a game and you complete a daily challenge, which is, I guess, the best way to kind of get those daily challenges done to unlock stuff, but that's a little bit of tedium for me. I'd rather just level up than do, because I'm not guaranteed a win every single time, but I am guaranteed to gain XP every game. So not a bad idea to add the Armory Unlock, to add the modifications, but I just don't think the lethals, again, the tacticals, everything like that, to be locked behind that. I think a good idea, if they're going to be doing an Armory Unlock system, is to maybe add modifications to the lethals and tacticals and stuff. They're doing it with the guns, they might as well, I guess, do it with that. Let's say sticky grenades. They could take the idea of batteries cluster grenade. If you guys play Black Ops 3, or actually 4, you might know what I'm talking about. Battery sticky grenade had a feature where you'll throw her grenade, it'll divide itself into, I believe it was 4 little smaller grenades. I'm pretty sure it's stuck to walls as well, or to different surfaces. But you throw it and it'll pop out with 4 little mini grenades, and then it'll blow up around the area. I think that's a good idea if they want to do like an Armory Unlock system. That'd be pretty cool. It's just basically upgrading the your equipment and lethals. Let's say the flashbang. Maybe they added a modification for where the amount of time your flash is reduced, but it does like 10 damage to you. Kind of like you're flashed, but there's like a shrapnel type thing that affects you, or the stims. Maybe there's a temporary increase of health when you use it by 20 for like 2 seconds, but the trade-off is you still get your speed boost, but you get no healing whatsoever, which I think sounds kind of dumb, but I'm throwing ideas out there. That's basically healing yourself. But let's say another one, a Molotov. It acts like heat wave from Firebreak. It does damage over time, but not as much damage, just enough damage to kind of just keep you away from an area or something. The score streaks, they're all right. Admittedly, I think score streaks are a little too weak compared to Modern Warfare 2. I haven't tested out yet on really how long it takes to take down score streaks, because from what I could tell, what is it called in this game? I call it a PKM LMG. The LMG, the PKP or the PKM, whatever you want to call it, it definitely takes down score streaks pretty nicely. That's been a gun I've leveled up here in this free weekend. My favorite one so far, especially with the modification of it. The aftermarket parts. I think especially the VTOL and especially the VTOL. It's usually harder to take down, but in this game it seems really easy, especially with the Modern Warfare 3 LMG or LMGs. They seem pretty easy to take down, which even this comes as a surprise coming out of my mouth, because I'd rather not them be so hard to take down or take like 10 years to take down. I do think they feel a little weak. I know Exclusive Face has a video on this topic, so I'll actually leave a link down below for his video if you want to in-depth kind of how to take down score streaks or what works best. The spawn protection, I think, is a little too excessive. I think the spawn protection time should be reduced just a little bit, or they should take it off and just reduce the amount of damage you take from score streaks. I have noticed a lot of people just not taking damage from score streaks just because they spawned in, and I understand why they did it. It's because of spawn trapping, but I mean, you can still shoot people with your regular gun and still spawn trap, so that's counterproductive at the same time for them. There is the spawning system. Spawning system is really wonky, and it seems to have a spawn revenge type thing going on. I've had times where I don't know if I can't remember if I have this recorded or not, but I've had times where I killed a guy and he spawns right behind me, he killed me, and then I spawn behind him. It was kind of like a rinse and repeat type thing. Now it wasn't too excessive, but it does seem like there's some kind of revenge spawn type thing going on. The spawns are definitely very, very wonky in this game, and I think it needs to be improved drastically. And I'm also having some connection issues, like packet bursts are just lagging out really hard. One point, I thought my game crashed. It froze for like 3 seconds, and I thought it crashed. And it turns out I was really just lagging really hard for some reason. When I first started the game as a level 5 and below, I didn't have those issues. Or actually, I should say level 10 and below, because it wasn't until I was hitting like the 20s, I think, or above level 10, where I really had issues or connection issues. That might just be their servers, or I'm not really sure, but definitely connection issues need to be resolved. Kind of annoying whenever I'm just kind of flying around the map, teleporting because of connection issues and freezing my screen. Another thing is my teammates. It seems really off balanced. I'll go maybe 5, 10 games where I don't get people who will really do anything, or just stand around for some reason, don't capture objectives, which is really odd. I've never really had teammates do that, which I guess people could be grinding out right now. I mean, I personally am guilty of not capturing objectives because I've just been trying to experience the game more and trying to get a feeling of what this game is. But the team balancing seems really off balanced. Seems like people I go against are always higher skilled than my teammates, which kind of sucks. But yeah, another thing is the copy and paste they're still doing in this game. They seem to really enjoy copying and pasting the same guns over and over. Admittedly, let's say we have the M4 or a Scar, right? In real life, we do have different various variants of these guns. They function differently and all that. But the issue is, I personally don't want to see the same gun, even if it's in a different category or it works in a little bit of a different way. I just don't personally like seeing the same gun in every single category and just kind of having or being forced to play with that same gun. I'm not gonna camo grind in this game because, again, I didn't buy it. But if I were to camo grind, I would kind of get tired of seeing the same gun over and over. Like the TAC, for example, in Modern Warfare 2, that gun, there was the TAC M, TAC V, TAC 56. There's different versions of the Bass V. There's just different versions of the AK in Modern Warfare 2. That was an issue in that game. But yeah, kind of. Oh, the Ram 7, I believe, and the Geist are virtually the same guns. I've been seeing people not even use the Ram 7 as much in terms of SMG style, because the Ram 7 was more of a SMG, especially more for 2019. It was used as a SMG, but in this game, people really like to use a long barrel and use them as an AR style weapon. It wasn't definitely the Geist that they were using, because I would pick it up and it'd say Ram 7, which there's nothing wrong with using certain attachments, but it seems like the Ram is really used as an AR, not an SMG. I just don't think the Ram 7 should have been in the game, since technically it already was, with the Geist being the Ram 7. But yeah, it's just a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. The attachments, there's too much, and there's nothing wrong with having a lot of options. It's just having a lot of them is sometimes unnecessarily overwhelming. I think if they're going to have so many attachments, they should separate it from in different categories, if they're going to be doing all that, because then I have to scroll like 10 years, or like it takes me 2 business days to get to, I don't know, a thermal scope I want to put on, because I've unlocked so many attachments from the previous game or this game. You could definitely do a sniper scope section, or a thermal section, or red dot sight section, or something like that, or separate Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3's attachments, but still being able to utilize them on Modern Warfare 3 guns, because you already can, so why take away that option? But just have different sections for those attachments would make it a lot easier and a lot more convenient for the player. And moving on to the perks, they reverted back to having your perks right off the bat, which is a good thing. I believe, though, that some of these gloves, boots, and vests should probably be like, the abilities should be combined into one thing. Like one of the gloves is swap your weapons faster. I believe, instead of having it just having specifically for swapping your weapon faster, the vest, where it allows you to reload faster, should be combined with the swapping of your weapon a lot faster. It's just another thing that just seems unnecessary to really separate, because fast hands has always been reload faster, throw your equipment faster. That those two good combinations should be brought back together. Understand the need or requirement of maybe having different playstyles, which it does have a uniqueness of allowing players to explore new play styles, but I just believe that some of this stuff should be combined instead of being separated. But overall, perk system isn't too shabby. Definitely enjoying the new sneakers. I already forgot what they're called, but the ones that just basically give you, dead silence. That was a good thing that they did. They still kept dead silence itself. I believe it. I haven't tried dead silence, but I believe it gives you extra silence and a slight. It gives you a temporary ghost when you first activate it. So that's pretty good perk system. Nothing to complain there. Now, is Modern Warfare 3 overall a horrible game? Not exactly. But is it the best Call of Duty we'll have? No. Um, this is a game that if I would buy if I didn't own Modern Warfare 2 already. If you didn't previously play Modern Warfare 2, I suggest buying Modern Warfare 3 instead. If you wanted to experience Modern Warfare 2, you might as well just buy Modern Warfare 3. You get the best of both worlds. You get Modern Warfare 2 stuff. They've already implemented Modern Warfare 2 maps into here. The movement is better. The gunplay is better. The perk system is definitely better. But yeah, if you guys have been enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of what you guys think of Modern Warfare 3. And if you guys are enjoying it or not. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.